Okay, good morning, and this presentation is going to be about UX design. So it's going to be a very short presentation, but if you have any questions, you can elaborate on that later. So what is user experience? User experience is how we interact with the product, or we might even expand it to say how we interact with the company itself. How we as a company deal with the client can be even taken as a user experience. So how we meet the customer in the first place to the time we do the customer support or the maintenance can be even considered user experience, because that user is having a relationship with us. So he's experiencing something, and we as a company should provide something positive. But as for this slides are concerned, I'm going to be mostly focusing about product experience. So the product experience itself has, will be how we self-reliant in the website itself. So mostly user experience is very important. So there are some best practices in when it comes to user experience, and I'm going to jot it down very fast. So next slide, please. So these are the best practices mostly we practice to get the best of the user experience. So first of all, we have to do is information architecture. Secondary is information design, usability engineering, visual design, and prototype engineering. So information architecture is how we structure a product. Say if you want to do a website, how we make the look and feel of it, how we structure it in a way like, or even a software or app or something, how we structure it in a way that that we can think of all the logical scenarios where we can figure out the how it's going to be laid out in the, it's like a basic framework of this. And the next one, so inside information architecture, so we have something like contextual analysis, which is like we analyze the products and we analyze the scope of the product, and business process, business rules, which is self-explanatory. That is how the process of the business and what are the rules and regulations. There are certain things we can show it in a even though it might look good on a certain like application or something, there might be certain rules which might be preventing certain geographical reasons or political reasons, that there may be certain rules that we can't break. And product branding, product roadmap, and UI roadmap. It's basically regarding the product, like what the product is trying to convey, what is the idea of the how we are trying to portray the product, and the user interaction with the product as well. So the next one is corporate product and strategy. The overall as a corporate or a company, how we are going to like portray that product. It's also part of the user experience. So these are all, and as well as refinability, which how can we like refine the product to make it better. So if we can like have some best practices in it, we can do like take some best practices from other places, and we can use our old code or old how can we change the old website into a new one as well. So all this like helps us to get a basic framework of how the user experience of the, we can get a structure of the things, how the user experience of the website is going to be. So the next one is interaction design. So this is where we actually plan the how we are going to interact with the website. So visual framework, how the visual patterns are going to be, how what's the best colors to put, what's the best practices in putting a menu item or even a footer item. So visual framework, visual feedback, how we are going to do the visual, how we are going to do like the user feedback, how we are going to think how the user is going to interact with the product, and everything is also included in that. So next one. Usability engineering. Usability engineering is like basically testers will know it better. that it's basically like how we put ourselves in the customer's viewpoint, and how we put ourselves in the user's viewpoint, and how. So in our shoes, we might not see a issue or problem or a. See, if we go to a website, we are developers or we are designers, we might think this is fine, but the user perspective, where he is coming from, which environment he is coming from, certain things we might overlook or we might not include in it. So we have to put a role play and see how the usability is going to be in the customer's perspective. How many users are there going to be? Are they going to be? Is this product going to be used by a lot of people? So there are going to be a lot of hits. So if there's a lot of hits, if the website is going to get stuck or something like that. So we have to take those into account as well next time. So this is also, I explained in the second segment as well. It's basically the fine tuning of the colors and how the pages all should be the same color, same theme, or like a product should have something related to the parent product. Say it's a parent company which has already released a product, it should have some similarity or continuity with that. All these things should be like minded in visual design. So prototype engineering is where we create a basic prototype and we test on it. So we kind of all this is in the design. All the earlier stuff are in the design stage. So we have to make actually put a prototype out, and we have to test it in a scenario. It's basically testing, but we have actually created a product. So we are actually we might even give it out to certain focus groups. We might give it out to certain people to small soft release to even test with the public to see, if this product is viable or it is working or is it achieving the desired result. So I think that will be alright. Yeah. So those are the basic steps of this UX engineering. So we have to have the best practices in doing a UX. We have to follow these methods. But apart from this, we have to mind something like accessibility and certain sensitivities towards certain people. So we might think all the users might be, just well as some people might have hearing difficulties, some people might have visual difficulty. We have to take those into mind as well. So basically, user experience is how we think in the terms of customer and how we market ourselves, so how we present ourselves to the user, so that user might have a positive image of ourselves and our product. So that's basically in a nutshell what a user experience is. There's nothing much to explain on this. So if you can ask any questions regarding it, it will be